Mario Kart 8!
So, what a plan B this is. Just wanting to say now that there will be a little bit of, or there will be a few things to explain before we head into the races, so if you want to just go there, I'll include timestamps in this video, maybe even, that might even be a thing I continue to do, maybe. But first thing I would like to mention, I should probably just go into the menu, get game. Amazing. Is what we will be doing in this Let's Play. As well, not really your typical game to Let's Play, you would say. So first thing is going to be first is that we will be doing the 150 and 200cc Grand Prix. I will be aiming to get all stars, but because of how hard some of these are, maybe before, at the end of them, before we move on, I'll have an episode where I go back through all of them and just show the highlighted process of me doing that, because, especially with 200cc, it requires a whole ton of, just save resetting just over and over again. Oh, at least that's the way that I do it. I'm not sure if that's like a standard. Mirror mode, I might do eventually. I'm not sure. But I don't know, maybe after we do 200 and I'm thinking of doing it, I might include it, maybe? Or it might also just be another episode where it's just like the entire thing just cut down into one episode, because really, the only difference between mirror mode and 150cc is that it's mirrored. That's the only difference. Not to mention if I did it in between 150 and 200, I would be getting used to the tracks one way, getting used to it another way, and then especially with 200cc, it would be defaulting back to the normal way, and that's just a whole shit ton of confusion that I'm not really wanting to look forward to, if you don't mind. So would just like to quickly mention that I did practice on 100cc, but something that I believe is new to this version is that I want to say your progress is transferred over to 50cc or to the lower cups, as I haven't touched 50cc at all, and yet the game has said I've, gotten all the stars. Not sure what that's all about, but, for sake of convenience, that is something I'm looking forward to. In fact, I want to say that I'm really loving this version specifically as well. I am much more familiar with the original version, and the small tweaks that I've noticed in this version so far, I've been loving, and we'll get into more of that later on, but after we do the Grand Prix, it's time for some time trials. So each new to this version is 150 and 200cc versions of the time trials. I'm planning on only beating the Ghost Starter for the 150s. But if it's something that I'm enjoying, I might make a main channel video where I go back and try the 200cc's, maybe? But yeah, this one's going to be interesting. Because, Oh boy, this version has made some improvements, and it makes this version a much faster experience. But again, we'll get into that later on. And then finally, this might even end up being the finale, but I'm thinking that I will go online for an episode. Not totally sure how I go about that, but I'm thinking that I'll do like 3 2-hour-long sessions, and then that will be the basis of which that will be the content for that episode, but I'll splice that down into something much more manageable. Things that I might include later on, battle mode, because it is something new to this version. Maybe local multiplayer. It's kind of hard to do this year of all things, but you know, whatever. Also, something I would like to over here, like to mention is that the amiibo suits. I want to say that it will be a slide goal for me to try and get all of them. Only problem is that I'm missing a few rare amiibos that might make this a little bit hard. Like Mega Man, not really so much Pac-Man, Sonic, oddly enough. Not to mention I do have a few of the, I guess now, more common amiibos. But I only have them, I still have them in the boxes, and I'm not sure if I want to unpack them just for like a slight slide mode on this series that I'm doing. So yeah. Anyway, let us get into some races. Although, something I will mention now, before we actually get too deep into things, I'm thinking episode length-wise, it would be nice if I could get 2 cups in per episode, but I'm thinking that, like, if a cup takes too long, then I'll just cut this episode short. Yeah, cut that episode short, then the sort of thing. Not really continue on and like drag these videos out too long. Anyway, next thing, and I would like to premise that I want to be fact checked. If I say anything wrong, please call me out on it, because these are only the things I've noticed so far, and this is just how I play in general, so really, I would like to be fact-checked on this, so, please, if I say anything wrong, call me out and grill me the absolute fuck out, okay? So, kart-wise, you might think that you can just go with whatever, and, like, there's not really a good way to build a kart. Yeah, no. There's a stat bar for a reason, and, yeah. It's something you should pay attention to, really. This is what I will be sticking through throughout the entire series. I'm not going to do what I did for Mario Kart DS, slightly, kind of because this roster is like a little bit too big, although with what I have planned for this, there might be enough episodes to do that, but I don't really want to risk that so much. Anyway, getting into the stats, as they are somewhat important. speed is really your top speed. That's how, like, that's your maximum speed. I don't know, I guess in Daisy's case it would be around 60, I suppose. Speed is really just important for, I would say you would want to prefer speed if you think you're not going to be taking a lot of hits. And you want to be focused on front running, as at least in the Wii U days, speed was really important. Acceleration is how fast you can reach your top speed, and I want to say there are slight things that acceleration, or like the higher your acceleration is, the faster you'll go, I think. I want to say, acceleration is just really important. You would want to focus on acceleration if you think that you might be taking a lot of hits, and can I just say that from what I've seen so far, even on 100cc, that's gonna be happening quite a fair bit. So, weight handling and grip, I want to say, received the biggest buffs from the changeover, or hop over. This is where my knowledge is shaky, because I did only see like a brief mention of it. But I want to say, depending on your handling and or grip, also maybe even weight, you will be able to get your drifts faster, and yeah, that definitely is a deal breaker, because I've even if it was just 100cc, I've been smoking the competition so far. Like, even to the fact that, people in second have been getting stars. That's just, like, somewhat insane. But anyway, here's what I'll be going with. As you can plainly see, I did just touch this version. Bit of a side note, I did kind of buy this version for content, so yeah, no surprise here of all things. Anyway, I think it is about time we get into some racing in a game about racing. Just final thing I'll mention before we go in, I'm thinking that I'll go in release order. So, these four, and then these four. I don't know, maybe when we get into 200cc, I'll just ditch that entirely and just go for what I want, but let's get out there and do some racing. I apologize if I'm complete shit at this, because I'm kinda just fighting my muscle memory, and all my time playing Splatoon as of late has kind of made me realize that, yeah, I did, my grip has been fucked with. Case in point, I'm actually not holding the A button to drift, up to accelerate. I'm actually holding the ZR button. Yeah, goes to show. Also, I guess, first notable difference in this version compared to the original, this version has 2 items. Okay, sure, whatever. Yeah, the original for some reason didn't. I want to say they maybe had troubles getting the new, or the way the item system works running on that version. Although, oddly enough, I want to say that, like, in the demo for Mario Kart 8, like, I'm talking like 6 years ago now, that version had 2 items, I want to say. I'm not sure what the deal was with that, like, I could just be remembering it wrong. Or maybe at that point they didn't have, the new system in check, because, just a brief overview of how it works is that, placement isn't the only factor of what items you'll be getting. Your distance from first is. Yeah. It is a little bit of a, like, that just kind of fucks things over entirely, because, Donkey Kong down there will be getting a ton of good items. If only the AI would be able to, like, you know, use them, but, you know, whatever. So really, it's just a fact of trying not to get too far ahead. Make it nice. Just a little nervous here. Okay, wow. Trying to keep my cockiness in check, because I might get bent over a few times during this. Just, oof. But yeah, it's like, I really want to know if someone else remembers playing the Mario Kart 8 demo, because, like, it's just like a thing I remember for, like, no goddamn good reason. And, like, I just kind of want to know just what that was all about. Also, those stairs, just right there, it might just be me, but, like, I always want to trick off them, and, like, I'm not sure if I'm fucking up the timing, or, like, what, but it's just, like, I can never get the trick right. Just, like, what? Just, I want to know how to trick off that. Okay, I don't think I've taken that shortcut in, like, ages, so that was a little risky. Also, this might... Thanks, Peach. Yeah, this might be a thing that they added in this version, but apparently there's, like, a slight rival system. As in, there's just, like, 2 NPCs that just appear often and, give you a much bigger run for your money. And I want to say in Daisy's case, it's Peach and Waluigi? Like, Peach I can totally understand, but, like, why Waluigi? You know? What's up with that? Also, another thing I would definitely like to get fact checked on is that, holding down the drift button while in midair, while you're gliding, gives you a much easier to control flight, I think. I guess is, like, the words to describe it. Also, a thing you might be noticing is, there is a third type of drift. Oh boy. If that blue shell was just came out any other second, I might have been cocked. Oh boy, oh wow. First blue shell, and already it has made a fucking impact on me. I want to say that by the time we're done with this, or I'm done with this, I might have some trauma assigned to the fucking blue shells. Although that is assuming that I'll be front running for like a lot of the time. Also, I guess this is a good thing. If I do ever get quiet, I will say that it is kind of because I'm trying to focus, and good thing too, because then I can just like bump up the music a little bit, because oh boy, I've noticed that the music in this game is fucking amazing. Okay, well, what the? How? What sorcery is this? Excuse me, Mario? Like, I know the game is named after you, but you don't have to fucking cheat now, do you? Oh boy. I'm so glad that wasn't headed to me, because holy shit. Also, like, this, just going off experience already, oh shit, oh boy, if you have a countermeasure for something, the game will just like pull something else out just immediately after. Like, there's been too many times where I've had a super horn, used it to defend myself from a blue shell, but then just like out of nowhere, just lightning. It's like, what? Excuse me? So I'm not sure if this is this version, or if it's been tweaked, but I want to say there's a... or there should be a 30-second cooldown before the next blue shell can appear, so... we have 30 seconds to, like, one blue shell comes, you have 30 seconds, or you should have 30 seconds to, like, prepare. And that's not something you can do easily, because oh boy. It might just be the fact that we do have access to 2 items again, but oh boy, coins have just been running rampant. It's like I just almost kind of want to say, like, I'll pay you $3 to fuck off sometimes. Because, oh boy, just, Lucky Tim has a good idea for this game, just... that son of a bitch is going to be fucking rich, I swear. Also, I might have fucked up the timing for the rocket start, because, it's like never consistent between games. I want to say. Although that being said, for most of this year I have been playing Mario Kart Tour, so... yeah, I'm not really used to a proper Mario Kart game, I suppose. Also, good thing about, the double system item, you don't really have to worry about missing items. Because a lot of the shortcuts in this game just involve you missing items, I want to say. Or like even just small hops. Yeah, just corner cuts. Just... it's like, you wanted an item? Too bad. Like, you want to go fast and get an item? It's like, no. What did I hit? What did I hit Mario with? I'm confused. Also, probably should have mentioned this earlier, but I'm actually playing this game with like a 2-second delay? Audio delay? And, it's kind of tripping me up a little bit, although, that being said, I do have the audio down like quite a bit, so it doesn't really affect me. Because, I apologize for using this game as, a demo to learn how to play Switch games. Also nice, blue shell. Yeah, I'm actually kind of using this game to learn how to, record games on the Switch, because, there's a lot of games that I'm just wanting to play, and they just so happen to be on the Switch, so it's like, not really a skill, but like a thing I'm wanting to learn. Because, if it was easy, I could have, oh wait, I could listen to the audio from the Switch, from the Switch directly, while also using it to record, like, siphoning it off elsewhere to record it, but from the little bit I've fucked around with it, yeah, no, not how that works. Not how that works at all. Also, I'm thinking that I will just leave these in. Maybe even just repurpose them for a, for the insulate. Because, at the time of recording this, I don't actually have a insulate graphic in mind. Although this thing, definitely is looking like something I would use. Or want to use. So, first time lucky, I suppose. But oh boy, let's see how my luck will go next episode, and hopefully there'll be less rambling and we will be able to get in at least 2, or like maybe get in 2 Grand Prix, maybe. But from right now, I'm kind of thinking that I will have an episode after we finish a set of Grand Prix on a set difficulty. Just going back and getting them 3 stars, because oh boy, that format I used in Mario Kart DS, no. Not a good one, I want to say. Anyway, until then, that has been, I'll see you with 1 win under my belt. How many more to go? Oh boy.